Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. And before we get started about this week's news, or the end of this week's news, bit scruffy today because I've got to rush off from here down to Cornwall to see a girl called Red Roof. She's a redhead. No hair, just a redhead. No, I'm at the Regal Theatre in Red Roof tonight, and then at Trowbridge tomorrow. The funny, I don't know where I am in there. I'll drive round until I see a queue. Anyway, the good news is, look at this. This is my iPhone, and this is the new Ustream app. So all this week, it's gone on to Roku, Amazon Fire Stick. It's on my funny phone here. It's Princess Mitchie. There's Roy Chubby Brown, Denzel Sunday, This Week Live. We had a look at this. This program I do now, we've got 267 editions of it on this app, so on the television app, and it will soon be on all the other televisions within a week, we think. So it's really, really exciting. Had a few problems getting people to change over, but for all you new people watching this, you can now go to ustream.com, sign up, get yourself registered, pay your money. I think it's if you join for a year, it's 47 quid, something like that, it will tell you. And then you get your password and you log in, go to your television, do a selected most and upcoming Ustream for Lollipit and Clicky most and all, enter, and then off you go. It's quite good. I'm only a television mogul, that's all. Now, before we do anything, we're not going to have any adverts on our television channel, but there's one advert I want to do now. Because, as you know, all these people that's coming across the channel in inflatables, right, they don't have a rigid bottom. A rigid bottom with an inflatable side is called a rib. And my mate's got one for sale here now. It seats 12 people, so here it is, a 12-seater rib. Actually, it's Katie Price's new gob. I mean, have a look. I mean, what is her face looks like a bouncy castle at the moment. And she said, I'm always troubled. Well, you know, stop making your face look so silly, Katie. You're a lovely girl. And all the other girls want to look like her, and they do. That, you know, there'll be no need to take your car or anywhere. You know, like you leave it, you go to a supermarket and you see a dog outside tied up like that, and it's shivering, isn't it, and waiting for its owner and ignores you, and you think, oh, fancy leaving it out there. All these young women now just stick themselves to the window with their lips, you know, coming out, love, that's it. All look alike. Archie, whatever. All right, so let's just move on. Ustream, the exciting, funny, snowflake-melting, unwoke TV station, has news for you. You can now sign up to our brand new platform and get your first month for £1, or sign for a year and get 2 months completely free. Yeah, laugh like you used to. You won't see these guys on your normal TV. Don't you worry about that. Chubby Brown, Jethro, Freddie Starr, Mike Osmond, Bobby Davro, Mick Miller. Need I say more? Oh, and of course my favourite, Jim Davidson. Plus, 3 live shows a week and scheduled shows. This is marvellous. Become a member now. Go to ustream.com, sign up, select your package and laugh like you used to. See us on Roku and in the coming days on all TVs via our brand new app. So sign up now before the rush. Watch Ustream. You will love it. And your knickers will dry out later.
That is filthy.
Let's go on to something serious for a second. Do you know what? This lady that's gone missing up in Lancashire, and everyone now is getting moaned at. There's lots of stuff saying there's people, trolls, there's this, there's that, and God knows what, and people have got these theories, and it's very upsetting. And the diver from whatever the diving company was, an ex-paratrooper, a good guy by all accounts, I think I met him once, he said she's not in that river. And I think obviously that policewoman's they've had a row, someone's row, and they're all arguing with one another, but basically they can't find her. And I don't think you can really blame people. Some people are a bit insensitive. They can't really help it. But everyone wants to help. All these people that are saying, maybe she did this, maybe he did this, maybe they did this, they all want to try and find out. And I think if you cut them a bit of slack, they're not helping really, and they're being a bit unhelpful, say certain people. But if you was to go and knock at their door and say, come and search the wood with her, I think they'd all be up there like a shot. And there are people coming up with the most ridiculous things. There's 3 things. She's either had an accident, she's run off, or been taken off. And that are the 3 things you've got to look at. What puzzles me is the dog's harness. And they're now saying that they can't find the dog's ball. Well, quite frankly, the dog never had a ball. If you listen to the newspapers, she never took a ball with her. But the dog's harness, that's the one that got me. And the dog, you see, I'm doing it myself now. We can't help ourselves. We're so conditioned to watching these whodunits on the television. We're thinking now we're in some form of weird play that we're trying to guess the ending to. But this is real life. Can you imagine them kids and her partner must be broken-hearted. And then someone said alien abduction. He actually said that, you know, the guy, the diving man. Well, she's not there, she's not there. I mean, what is alien abduction? Dear, oh dear. What if aliens, do you think aliens are here? What about if they're not aliens that come here, but they're us from the future? So you can go back to the past and see yourself. Can you go back to the past and shoot your mother? No, you can't. Why? Because you would never find us. You'd be at bingo. But anyway, here's the thing. If aliens came, let's have a look what aliens would find. Aliens, report back. Remember? Mark calling Orson, Mark calling Nanu Nanu. Remember him? Robin Hood. Earth is a very strange place. You can be a woman with a cock. And you can be a man with a Jack and Danny. And what's more, you can keep swapping. If you get arrested and you're a man and you don't want to go to a man's prison, say you're a girl and you and your cock will be led straight into your version of heaven, especially if you're a sex offender. Yes, on Earth, 7-year-olds can be taught they can change gender. Oh, hello children. Are you all sitting comfortably? Now I want all you boys to look down and see if you've got a little willy like this. Well, you don't have to be called a boy, you know. You can be a girl if you want and wear pink and play rounders. And you don't even have to get rid of your cock. What is going on? And now it's turned out that God is a black, non-binary dwarf. Okay, well that sort us all out. That'll sort those lefty pinko Church of England Marxists out. Okay, Mayor Khan. Here is Mayor Khan, little Mayor horrible. He's got a little squashed up face and a little funny thing. You'd have him in Star Wars. You wouldn't need any makeup. Just get on there, Mayor Khan, and be a little quirky thing. Yeah, he's decided now they've got this fresh air zone now. It's a Ule, some shit. I was driving along the other day and people were bibbing their hooters, funny enough, in a traffic jam. Bib your hooter if you support clean air. We're all sitting there belching out all this fucking smoke everywhere, bibbing our hooters, supporting all these scruffy people that have obviously run out of super glue and can't glue their fucking hands to the road, moaning about something. Anyway, so you've got to applaud the Mayor of London for trying to give us clean air. So now you can go to London and breathe in without any fear of commentation, of illness at all. It's lovely, isn't it, to be able to walk around London and breathe clean air for as long as you can. Until you're stabbed to death, of course. This zone now is trying to make it go from Newcastle down to Southampton. Okay, let's have another look at what's going on. Oh yes, here's the other thing. On Earth, white people are now banned from appearing on the television. Yes, you can't be on a television commercial on Earth unless you have mixed race children. It's ridiculous, isn't it? What have I got written down here? I can't. There we go. Yes. And the worst news of all is that we have welcomed the president of Ukraine here to London, which is fabulous news that we're welcoming. But the bad news is they wanted to take him to the Carlton Club for lunch, but they wouldn't let him in because he didn't have a tie. Yeah. So, and of course, on Earth, if you're a civil servant, be prepared to be tortured if your boss looks at you. You can cry and run off. I mean, you couldn't make it up. If aliens did come down here and have a little look, well, are we trying our best? Who are these imaginary people that do this stuff? They're all these silly little civil servants, 12-year-old snowflake, Generation X, millennials, call them what you want, mentally ill fucking people who are trying to tell us how to run the country. In the meantime, the rest of the world, there's earthquakes in Syria and Turkey where those poor people are struggling just to live. They're not worried about being stared at. All they want to do is make sure their family is alive and well. President Zelensky is trying to stop Putin's massacre of his people. There's a real world out there, ladies and gentlemen, so don't cry if you're being stared at. And let's find her. Let's please find her. Can we pray? Let's pray to him, her, them. Let's pray to them, it, up there. Okay, let's go over to Ustream. If you've signed up, I'll see you there.